Hello friends, so today we are going to discuss chapter number 9, Process Superstep. Process Superstep, it is a part of unit number 4 in MSc part 1 data science subject. So let's start. Process Superstep, it adapts to the access results of the retrieve version of data sources into a highly structured data vault that will form the basic data structure for the rest of the data science step. So basically we are having 5 entities: time, person, object, location and event. So data vault involves the formulation of a standard data format across a range of projects. It is an amalgamation process that pipes the data sources into 5 main categories of data. So these are the 5 categories. We have to put it into time, person, object, location and event, and we have to check whether these are valid at any particular time. Now data vault is a modeling is a database modeling method. It is designed by Dan Lindstedt. The data structure is designed to be responsible for long-term historical storage of data from multiple operational systems. It supports chronological historical data tracking for full auditing and enables parallel loading of the structure. Data vault elements. So basically we are having 4 elements. First element is hub. The data vault hub contains a set of unique business keys that normally do not change over time and therefore are stable data items to store in hub. So every time we have to create hub which will store the keys. Then we have to create links. Data vault links are association between business keys. So these keys are essential for many-to-many joins. Then we have satellites. The data vault satellites holds the chronological and descriptive characteristics of a specific section of business data. Hubs and links form the structure of the model but have no chronological characteristics and hold no descriptive characteristics. Satellite consists of characteristics and metadata linking them to the specific hub. And we also have reference satellites apart from hubs, links and satellites. Reference satellites are referenced from satellite but under no circumstances bound with metadata. For hub keys, standard codes like country code, currency, time zone, these are used in reference satellites. Now what we have to do is we have to create a time, person, object, location, event data vault. Time, person, object, location, event data vault. It is shown in the figure. Here we have all the 5 entities and each entity is connected to every other entity. Like for example we have time. So time is connected to person, object, it is connected to person, object, location and event. Same way every entity is connected to every other entity. Time hub section consists of the complete data structure for all the data entries related to recording the time at which everything event occurred. Like suppose we are having a particular person. So person's data is valid at a particular time, at a particular event, the time at a particular time the event has occurred, or some object is purchased, or the person was present at a particular location. So all these 5 entities are connected. Now what we have to do is we have to first create we can understand these 5 entities as 5 different tables. So for every entity we have to first create one table. So if we take the example of this time hub, so we take this time as the center. What we have to do is we have to first create a table. This table we call it as satellite. the table that is related to time. We have to create one table, we call it as satellite. Then we have to create one hub for every object. We have to create one hub also, and we have to also create links. So 4 links will be created. Time will be connected to person, object, location and event. So we have to create 4 links. Now first we will see the hub. Create hub time. So it will have the ID number, it will have the ID time number, zone, base key, then date time key and date time value. These are the 5 to 6 values that we have to put in the time hub. Then we have to create the time links. So time will be connected to person, object, location and event. That is why we will have 4 links. So time person link connects date time values within the person hub to the time hub. Dates such as birthdays, marriage anniversaries and the date of reading a book can be recorded as the links in the data vault. Then we have the second, that is the time object link. So when a person purchased a car, bought a car, sold a car, read a book, all these can be recorded in the time object link. So it basically connects the date time value within the object to the time hub. Then comes the time location link. So this time location link connect date time values in the location hub to the time hub. Example, dates such as moved to a particular postal code, moved out of a particular postal code, or read book at a particular postal code. All these will be recorded in the time location link. Then last is time event link. So this connects date time values in the event hub with the time hub. Example, dates such as those on which you have moved to a particular house or changed a vehicle can be recorded as a separate link in the data vault. So this is the time to event hub. So event is moving to a particular house or purchasing a particular car. That is a event. So now what we are going to create? We are going to create the person hub. So person hub consists of a series of fields that supports a real person. For that, first we have to create the hub person. This hub like suppose if we are having the person, so we have to create one person hub. So this hub will connect to all the other entities. Person hub will have the ID, person number, first name, second name, last name, gender, time zone, birth date and birth date key. So all these values will be present in the person hub. Then comes the person links. So we have to have 4 links: person to time link, person to object link, person to event link and person to location link. So let's see one by one. First we'll see the person to time link. What we have to do? We have to create a table which will store all the links where the person is connected to the time event. So person will have the person number and the time will have the time number. These are connected and the valid date time is recorded. Then we have to create another link which is person to object link. We will have the person number and the object ID number. We have to record the valid date time at which the link was created or the particular record is valid. Then we'll go to person location link. So if a person is present at a particular location, so the person number can be connected to the location number and we can record the valid date time at which the data was valid. Same way, person event link. Here it connects person to a particular event. So what we have to do? We have to create a link person time. So person number will be connected to event number and we have to record the date time at which the data was valid. So in this way, we have created all the 4 links required for person. Now we will go to Object Hub. So Object Hub, it consists of a series of fields that support real object. So we have to create a table hub object. So hub object will have the object number, then the object base key, object number, and object value. These values will be considered in the object hub. Then it will have 4 links. Object will be connected to time, then it will be connected to person, location, and event. So let's first see the object time link. Object time link, we have to create a link that will connect the object with the time. So it will have the object number and the time at which it was valid and the date time. Then similarly, we have to create the person link, location, person link, location, object location link, and object event link. And we have to also create the object satellite. So for every entity, we will have one table, which is the satellite table, and we will have one hub table, and for every entity, we will have 4 links. So location hub consists of a series of fields that supports the GPS location. So last one, location hub will have the ID location number, object base key. It will have the location number, location name, longitudes, and latitudes. So these are the values that are contained in the hub location. Now object satellite. Object satellite will have the object number, then satellite ID, object type, key, then UID, make, varchar, and model. So if it is a car, then we can store the make of the car, the model of the car, and the date and time on which all this information is valid. So we can record all the information. Now event hub, it consists of a series of fields that support events that happen in real world, like create, hub event. So it will have ID, event number, event type, and event description. It will be contained in the event hub. So further, we will study in the next video. Thank you.